Good morning, y'all. Absolutely gorgeous, sunny, warm Saturday morning. Out here getting a little closer look at the big, beautiful Dodge. Yeah, I definitely love this car. Definitely got some rust. Lower panels are, I think that's really the worst of it right there. Some there, a little bit there, a couple little holes in both rockers. Bummer that fender's just starting. A little bit over that back tire too. Inner fenders are decent. It's a good old 400 big block. This front fender's a little rough. Spot there. Spot down there. This door's getting a little rough in the back corner there. Missing the trim there. This lower quarter's not too bad. A little bit right there in the back. Yeah, rust-wise, there's a few bubbles under the vinyl. Not too worried. It's not super soft. The vinyl itself is okay. It's a little dry and missing a little bit right there, but before I made the deal with this guy, actually before I even saw the car, he sent me a video of the car on his two-post lift in his shop. Showed me the underside of it, and it is unbelievably solid. Here's the trunk floors. He touched all that up. There was nothing rusted through at all in the trunk. That's all the trunk carpet. I gotta lay that back down. Trunk lid, a little rough. But yeah, the frame rails. The worst part of most, especially 70s Mopars, was the leaf spring mounts in the back. Love to rust out and punch right through the trunk. I'll show you. It's solid. Yeah, solid. It's absolutely amazing. So, floorboards are excellent. Unibody frame rails are excellent. Yeah. She is solid where it counts. It's a little bit of rust on the firewall. See that bubbling right there? There's a common spot with these cars. I've seen a video, if you guys watch Dylan McCool, he did a will it run on a, I think it was a Cordoba. Pretty sure. 75, 76, something like that. And the firewall was just gone all the way across there. Because what he said, and I believe it, is stuff gets down in the water channel down there, and you get stuff, dirt and twigs and leaves and stuff down in there, and it all just sits and rots it out. But this one's not bad. So I'm pretty happy. Windshield's not perfect. It's got a little chip and a crack right there. There's another chip there, and a chip up by where the rear view mirror mounts. But overall, I'm not worried about it. So, option-wise with this car, like I said in the other video, 400 big block. I'm not entirely sure which transmission it has. Supposedly with the big block, it got the 727 torque flight. But he's saying that's got the early model lockup torque converter, which was A999, which is a heavier duty 904 trans, basically. So I don't know. I got to look into that and see. I'll double check on the codes here too and see what it says. And at some point I'm going to get under it and actually look at the trans itself. But again, option wise, 400 big block, leather buckets, console, tilt, cruise, air conditioning, full gauge package with attack, factory 8-track, power locks, And like I said, I believe the only options it doesn't have is T-tops and power windows. Other than that, I think she's pretty much lowered as far as she can be. I love it. The flip down headlight covers do not work. The motor's actually missing. It mounts up in there. There's one of the rods right there. The guy I got it from just put vice grips on the rods to hold them up for now. I will get a motor for it eventually. I'm sure they're a little on the spendier side. I haven't even looked at them yet, but anyways, what I know, AC system's still here incomplete. He thinks the compressor's bad, which I don't doubt with the age of it. It does turn, but it turns a little too easily, I think. I don't think it's got any compression left in the pistons there. He did valve cover gaskets, obviously, painted the valve covers, put a carburetor on it. He did a tune-up on it. It runs good. It runs really good. It's got an exhaust leak somewhere in here, but it's not atrocious, so I'm not too worried about it. It's got a decent set of tires on it. They're 225/70 all the way around. Cooper Cobras. Pretty good tread on them. A little bit of dry rot, nothing scary. He did inner and outer tie rod adjustment sleeves, all 4 ball joints. I think he did calipers and pads. I don't think he changed the rotors. He may have, I don't remember for sure. All 4 new shocks. He's got air shocks in the back, which I haven't decided yet if I'm gonna raise her up a little bit. I don't think I will. I think it sits pretty good as it is. Taillights are pretty decent. Got one little chip right there. Other than that, they're pretty good. Brake lights work. Yeah, not too shabby, really. Like I said, the interior, pretty damn amazing for its age. Couple little stains in the carpet there on the bottom of the door panel. Carpet in the car itself is really good. Really, really impressed, honestly. Carpet in my truck, my 92 Chevy, was way worse than this. So, yeah, I'm pretty pleased. Seats are pretty good. That one's just starting to crack, the passenger side bottom. He said this side, let's see if we can see here. Yeah, he's got some tape on it, it's a little torn up. We put this cover on here to keep it from getting too much worse, which I like. It fits decently. Not a perfect match, but I don't care. Yeah. Odometer shows, I think, 16,000. Yeah, 16,673. He and I both agreed it's probably 116. And the way this thing runs, and it does not really, I mean, it's a little damp underneath, like rear main seal, back of the oil pan, but it doesn't drip heavily like my truck did. So, yeah, can't complain with that. Yeah, it's a nicely optioned car. It's got the little bits of faux wood trim. Really pretty sharp. Dash panel's in really good shape on it. Really no cracks at all. There's the windshield chips. You can't even see. Yeah, there's one there. And yeah, try to get the other one in frame here. There it is, right there. Yeah, not bad. Oh, kick the key on here. Yeah, 8-track works. And that's something. So, yeah, I'm very happy with it. Super, super pumped. Like I said in my first video, I've wanted one of these since high school. But I didn't know until the last couple of years that they only made them for 2 years, 78 and 79. And 78 was the only year they offered the big block. So I had seen a couple of small block cars pop up here and there. I'm like, no, I'm just going to wait for the big block. She's no hot rod. She's no tire burner. I mean, it probably will light the tires up. Power numbers, according to the internet, is about the same as my truck was. My TBI 350, my Chevy. What I read was 195 horse and 305 foot-pounds of torque. But being a factory big block car, there's always the availability to put a better big block in it. And that is the plan. It's a long-term plan, but that is the plan for this car. The 400, I'm sure I'll keep it around for something unless something catastrophic happens. God willing it don't, but the plan is long-term for this car. Obviously fix all the rust. I think I'm probably going to go with a nice metallic blue. I don't know yet if I'm going to keep the vinyl top. I might. That'll be decided at that time. I'm starting to look for a set of American Racing Vector wheels, which those of you who know what they are, you know what I'm talking about. If not, just think of the old Dukes of Hazzard, the General E. Those black and silver turbine wheels. Yeah, I would love a set of those wheels on this car. But yeah, metallic blue. Might keep the vinyl top. Don't know. Interior is probably going to stay the same. Just redo the front seats. Probably new carpet, clean up the center console and whatnot. Hoping to do a full suspension build on it. Coilovers, tubular control arms, all that good stuff. The rear, I don't know if I'll probably keep it leaf spring, but we'll see. I'm not looking for a super corner carver autocross car. Just want it to handle decent. It's going to get four-wheel disc brakes. Definitely going to re-gear the rear end. He says pretty sure it's got like 240 something gears in it. He said at 75 miles an hour it's turning like 2,300 RPMs. So it's got some long gears in it. So I'll probably up that to like a 323 or something with a Sure Grip posi. And then under the hood, like I said, better, healthy big block. I'm thinking when the time comes, I'm gonna up for some sort of nice fuel injection. I'll probably just go with like a Holly Sniper. And I would like to put a manual transmission in this car. Now, as far as I know, every single one of these that was made, side note, 78 they made I think 45,000 of these cars. 79 I think they made like 25 or 26,000. But as far as I know, every single one of these was automatic. Never had a manual. But I did find a forum guy like 10-12 years ago manual swapped one and used I think like 68 Roadrunner pedals. But that's way down the road. But hoping for, like I said, fuel injected big block, manual trans. I'd like to see 500 horse at the wheel. And the good old American Racing Vectors. But it's all in time, and you know what they say, all it takes is money. And as of right now, I ain't got none. Spending all on this old girl just to get it. But it's worth it. Well worth it. So that's the last thing for this video. Let's give her a cold start. I think it's like 70 degrees right now, so it shouldn't take too much. Let's see, give her 2 pumps. Look at that. Tack works. 500-600. Yeah, can't complain with that. It's got true dual exhaust on it already, which is nice. Yeah, a little shaky idle, but that's an old Mopar. She just sits there purring. I think it's got just basic generic turbo mufflers on it. It doesn't sound too bad, but of course you guys know me, that's going to change. And you'll just have to wait and see what I do with that. It's going to be good. So, yeah guys, that's a good tour and walk around and plans on a good startup. And lots to come. Oh, before I go, I'm going to show you, I also got some spare parts for the car. A pair of outer fenders, inner fenders, and a kind of busted up front nose cone. But there's some good parts. There's one good headlight door, one supposedly good headlight. There's a good side marker, driver's side marker. Fenders, that one's a little rough there. This one's not too bad. Inner fenders got a lot of surface rust, but they're solid. But honestly, I think the ones in the car are pretty good. So we'll see what I do with all that. But yeah, I like it. As always, I really appreciate you guys watching. And I know I've been quiet on YouTube for a while. Haven't put much up. It's just dealing with life. You guys know how it is. But there's lots to come with this old girl. So I will see you guys very soon. Thanks guys. See ya.